Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the bustling heart of Manila, here in the San Andres Sports Complex, as we bring to you the 6th day of the DOJ Interagency Secretaries Cup 2025, presented to you by Sinag, Liga, Asya. And for this Saturday evening, we bring to you a doubleheader with our first game of this day, featuring two of the teams that have yet to register a win in our tournament. That's the PPA Redeemers going up against the PCGG Guardians. Gonna be a tough one for both of these teams, but we take a look at the player from PCGG. That's JR Taduka, the top scorer with 10 points, adding 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals in their previous loss versus the LRA Titulados. And then we take it over to the other side. That's Jonathan Lilio Jr. of the PPA Redeemers. Had a good game with 16 points on 50% shooting. 6 out of 12 from the field. They're gonna need a lot from him as we take a look at the games today. About to tip off shortly, it's the Guardians going up against the Redeemers. In our last game of the evening, it's the Sharpshooters going up against the Titulados. And a good evening to all the basketball fans watching out there. Myself, Aaron D, alongside Coach Leo Isaac as my partner for today. So Coach Leo, good evening po and happy to have you back with us dito.
Maaga pa, good afternoon pa lang. Magandang hapon po sa inyo mga kasinag at sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta at sumusubaybay sa Interagency ng Department of Justice.
There you have it, Coach Leo, as my analyst for today. But it's not just Coach Leo and I. Nandito rin si Daphne Lozano as the third member of our panel, our courtside reporter for today. So Daphne, kamusta ka naman dyan?
Thank you so much for asking, Aaron. I'm actually feeling well, but before anything else, magandang hapon, Aaron at Coach Leo, at sa ating mga kasinag na nakasubaybay ngayon. I'm really looking forward to today's ball game dahil malalaman na natin kung sino ba ang koponan na mapapabilang na sa winning column. But once again, I am Daphne Lozano and I will be your eyes and ears on the sidelines for today's ball game. Balik muna sa inyo, Aaron at Coach Leo.
And thanks for that, Daphne. Aabangan namin yung mga updates mo for later during the game. But speaking of updates, if you want to be more updated dito sa SLA, hit that like and follow button at Instagram and Facebook. Nandiyan po kami. As well as on TikTok and YouTube at Sinag Liga TV. Everything you need to know about our beloved SLA is all there as we take it over to the team standings. And Coach Leo, nasan ba yung mga teams na maglalaban-laban ngayon?
Yan, oo. Itong parole and probation, no? Meron silang isang talo. Samantalang ito namang mga tiga PCGG, ang malungkot, 3 dikit na talo na yan. At umaasa nga sila na makakakuha o makaka-break na sila sa win column after
Kaya sakto naman yung game story natin, Coach. Buena mano for both of these teams as they're really trying to come off a victory after that loss in their previous ones, Coach.
Yes, no, definitely. We expect some improvement between these two teams. At sino kaya yung mag-i-improve at talagang makakakuha na ng matamis na panalo dito sa ating DOJ Interagency?
Yeah, just like we mentioned, PCGG 0-3. Meanwhile, itong PPA 0-1. As we give it over to Daphne Lozano for a pre-game report. Go ahead, Daphne.
Buena mano, ayan nga ang game story for our first game, lalo na't both teams are currently winless. Dahil dyan, ayon sa Guardians, mas magfo-focus sila sa opensa para mas tumaas ang scoring percentage nila. While on the side of the Redeemers, nakikita nila na ang problema sa game na ito ay yung current condition ng players nila, but that wouldn't stop them in giving their opponents a good fight. Which team is on luck side kaya? Kaya sabay na nating alamin yan, mga kasinag. Coming up is the match between the PCGG Guardians and the PPA Redeemers. And now I'm turning it over to Mr. Ryan Pajaro for our starters of the match.
Good afternoon, SLA fans. Live from the San Andres Sports Complex in the city of Manila. This is the SLA DOJ Interagency Secretaries Cup, presented by Sinag Liga Asya and the Department of Justice. Co-presented by Okada Manila and Hotel 101 Global. We're live on the social media platforms at Facebook at Sinag Liga Asya and at YouTube at Sinag Liga TV. Broadcast partners include Blast TV, Tap Sports, Fiber TV, and Cable Link. Powered by Converge and presented by Sinag Liga Asya Sports Production. This is the Saturday doubleheader. First game featuring the Presidential Commission and Good Government Guardians versus the Parole and Probation Administration Redeemers. And now let's meet the starters first. For the PCGG Guardians. Small forward number 3, Ramon Mangilit. Power forward number 6, J.R. Haduka. Center number 13, Russell Burgos. Point guard number 20, Jim Cabadin. And at shooting guard number 41, Justin Hoxon. Head coach for the Guardians, Marvin Bersolana, assisted by Loren Armendi, Darlino Ligligan, Adelio Estrellado, and Julius Balada. And now let's give it up for your PPA Redeemers. At forward number 14, Ronald Nazareno. Other forward number 20, Ray Daniel Gonzaga. At center number 26, Jaime Pabilina. Point guard number 6, Joseph Hernale. And at shooting guard number 21, Jonathan Lilio. Head coach for the Redeemers is Mr. Freddy Aquino, assisted by Pacifico Edwin Hernale Jr. Our officials for this first game are Crew Chief Dave Maligaya, Umpire 1, William Bulacan, and Umpire 2, Jimmy Liu. This game is under supervision of our FIBA Commissioner.
As we take a look at the team starters for today, the PCGG, they go with Hoxon, Cabading, Burgos, Haduka, and Mangilit. Meanwhile, the PPA, they go with Hernale, Lilio, Pabilina, Nazareno, and Gonzaga. Once again, a good afternoon to all the basketball fans watching out there. We're coming to you live from the San Andres Sports Complex here in the heart of Manila. Myself, Aaron D, alongside Coach Leo Isaac and our courtside reporter, Miss Daphne Lozano. And Coach Leo, two of these teams coming off losses have yet to register a W in this tournament. But at the end of the game, no, one of them is going to have a W. The other, well, they're going to stay in that losing column.
Yun lang, no? Isa lang ang pwedeng makakuha ng panalo sa larong ito. At sino kaya yan? Depende sa ikikilos nitong dalawang koponan na ito.
And Coach Leo, when we take a look at this PCGG squad, they're 0-3 in this tournament. 3 blowout losses there except their last one. It was a pretty close game. Di ba nawawalan sila ng momentum dito? Could they be losing that firepower in them?
Definitely, malaking bagay yun, no? May negative factor or negative effect yun, no? But kailangan, no, buuin nila ang kanilang mga loob at umasa sila na makakakuha sila ng panalo at magandang ipe-perform nila dito sa tournament na to.
Meanwhile, on the other end, this PPA Redeemer squad, they're wearing red right now. They suffered the biggest blowout in our tournament, 93-39 against the Bucor Safekeepers. That was a tough one, especially that itong Bucor Safekeepers, they're the #1 team. Non-stop pressing sila in that game, Coach.
Yes, no? At talaga naman, nakikita natin yung performance ng Bucor, no? They are in tip-top shape. So talagang naghahamon, ika nga.
That was a tough one para sa kanila, but right now, the score is 4-0. The PCGG Guardians up by 4 points and looks like they're trying to push it quickly dito.
Yes, off to a good start itong mga taga-PCGG and hope they can sustain this hot start.
Outside, they kick it. Mangilit gets that shot short. And they're gonna slow it down with Joey Hernale, the brother of acting head coach Jojo Hernale of the PPA Redeemers. Agaw dito, here they come. The Guardians pushing it. Burgos gives it Kabading. Binalik dito kay Mangilit. The push shot. No good. Second effort, Haduka getting the basket and one.
Yes, quite active underneath itong si Haduka, grabbing the offensive rebound and the putback. Na-foul pa siya, so may bonus free throw as we take a look again at Haduka working hard underneath the basket.
The lakas move of the quarter brought to you by Hotel 101 Global. That's J.R. Haduka. And Coach Leo, just like we mentioned on the top of our broadcast, itong si J.R. Haduka, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals in their previous game. They're gonna need a lot more from him today.
Yes, and after the missed bonus free throw, there was another offensive rebound and a conversion. So the lead is now 8 points para sa PCGG.
Lilio Jr. probing inside. That's a steal almost, but Lilio gets it back. Can't finish it, and Mangilit snatches that ball.
Still cannot find the basket. Itong mga red shirts.
Haduka naman all the way, almost getting another and one, but he's heading to the line for 2.
Yes, Haduka showing some signs of effectivity dito sa game na to.
And we noticed, Coach Leo, early in this first period, every time this PPA squad misses, talagang outlet agad itong PCGG and they push it in transition.
Yes, definitely. They practice this kind of an attack and it's working wonders so far. So kailangan makaroon ng sagot itong mga tiga-parole and probation.
But Haduka airmailing that shot. Nonetheless, it's a 9-0 game. PCGG up by 9 points, and the first substitution dito, and an early one, Coach Leo, with almost 3 minutes having gone by in our opening period.
Yes, they need to make some adjustments right away. So kailangan nga bawalasan ng tao.
Birion entering the game. A hard drive to the cup. Aribal getting fouled and heading to the line.
Yes, Aribal has some size. He has to make good use of that size and power his way, especially underneath.
And the shooting efficiency of PPA, the Redeemers in their previous one, Coach Leo, just 26% from the field. It really plummeted against that defense of Bucor.
Yes, medyo nabigla sila ng mga tiga-corrections.
As Aribal tries for that board.
Sablay ang dalawang free throws ni Aribal.
And still at 0 points, the Redeemers, Kabading. Give it up inside, Hoxon. And Hoxon, not a known scorer on the inside, usually a three-point shooter, but this time he took it strong to the cup and he's heading to the line.
Yes, and a good entry pass by Kabading, realizing that Hoxon has good position underneath. Hindi naman napahiya dahil na foul. So makukuha niya rin ang assist niya if he makes one of his 2 free throws. Assist na yon para kay Kabading.
As Espiritu entering the game, it's the first substitution of Coach Marvin Bersalona. And this PCGG squad. Labas muna dito si Jernan Burgos. 6 minutes and 38 seconds remaining dito. As Hoxon on the line, getting those 2 free throws. And mapapatawag ng early timeout dito si Coach Jojo Hernale Jr. and the PPA Redeemers as his team still has yet to score. Ang score po natin ngayon, 11-0 PCGG up in this first quarter. Coach Leo, let's check this out. Still a no on their third try. Itong PCGG blowout losses in their first two, but this one was their closest one.
Yes, no? Only 25% from the field against the Titulados. Samantala ang kanilang free throw conversion naman just 33%. So makikita mo na talagang kailangan nilang i-improve ang kanilang offensiva, no? Points in the paint, they had 22, while bench scoring only 15.
And that was a tough one for them, but they're looking like a team to win it in this ball game. 11-0, Kabading hoists it up. Hoxon offensive board. Mangilit, they find Kabading and he's gonna set it up. They've got 9 to work with. Hoxon, dump down, Haduka. Oh, but it caught with an extra step is J. Art.
Yes, no? Haduka got excited when he received that pass, no? But instead of going strong, he had extra steps.
And Hoxon taking it coast to coast for the layup.
Yes, Oxon reading the situation very well, and anticipating that pass for the interception and the easy basket.
And Coach Leo, I was able to talk to itong si number 41 Hoxon of PCGG, mentioning before the game na talagang they're gonna bring that giggle factor to this game. They really want to win, especially after that 0-3 record para sa kanila. As we take a look at this one more time, the lakas drive of the quarter brought to you by Hotel 101 Global. And Coach Leo, they're definitely bringing it today.
Yes, no? Maganda yung binanggit mo na yun, no? Yung giggle factor, no? They need it very badly to get a win in this game.
But the Redeemers still can't hit their first bucket. Here comes Haduka in transition. That ball is tapped. He gets it back and he scores.
Yes, lost control of the leather but recovered just in time for the easy basket again.
Hernale, almost a block, but that's going to be a foul. This time a chance to get their first points.
Yes, Hernale, I think in their first game, was also the one who really made some baskets for this Parol and Probation team.
And Coach Leo, at this point in time, 15-0. What's happening to the Redeemers?
They just can't find the rhythm yet, no? So, miss naman yung first free throw na yun ni Hernale. So, sabi nga nila makaisa lang, magtutuloy-tuloy na yan. Ayaw pa rin.
And still, no make for the Redeemers. They've gotten their chances as well at the free throw line. Forward pass. Looks like that's going to be a traveling call.
Yes. He lost control of the leather and was called for the traveling violation.
Back to the Redeemers. They're down by 15 big points. Still looking for their opening bucket. And babalikan naman sila doon with a traveling call of their own.
Yes. Medyo yun nga, nanggigil din naman itong si Birion. Pero na-traveling, sobrang gigil.
Taking a look at PCGG. Trying to put it down, but that's a steal by PPA. Here they come. Lilio Jr. binalik dito, and can they get their first bucket? Yes, they can.
Aribal breaking the ice for the PPA Redeemers.
As a timeout gonna be called by Coach Marvin Bersalona and the PCGG squad. The score 15-2 in favor of PCGG. As we take a look at this one more time, the lakas play of the quarter brought to you by Okada Manila. The Redeemers getting their first shot in this ball game to drop with Michael Aribal. Opening that game up para sa kanila. 15-2 is the score. As they get it out, Espiritu. He's being hounded. Haduka this time. They've got 11 to work with. Espiritu, that's a deep one, and he leaves it short.
Maybe still called off the bench itong si Espiritu. Might might need some warm-up to get his shots going, especially from the three-point area.
We're gonna try to see if PPA finally got their confidence with that Aribal shot as a baseline J from that corner. They get it to go.
That's Gonzaga with a side jumper. Pass coming from Hernale.
And here we go, Coach Leo. Sometimes all it takes is just one bucket.
Yes, malaking bagay talaga yun. Sabi nga nila, pag naumpisan, baka magtuloy-tuloy.
Hoxon from the baseline. Can't get the friendly roll. They fight for it. Here they come. Lilio Jr. pushing it. He finds Hernale. Joey. Binalik dito. Lilio. Hands it off. And Joey's gonna set it up. They've got 10 to work with. Hernale driving. That's a tough one. Rebound dito ni Hoxon and the Guardians. They take it down. Aspa. Almost a steal. 10 to work with for the white shirts. Cross court. That's another steal. Here they come in transition. The Redeemers pull up, pop. No good.
It's a 4-on-2 transition. Dapat nag-take advantage na sila doon, no? Could have swing the ball to the open man, but Gonzaga feeling confident, took the shot, pero kasama ang palad, hindi pumasok.
And ang masakit pa doon, Coach Leo, they give up the transition chance on the other side.
Yes, after a missed shot or a bad shot selection, it opens the door for transition offense for the other team.
And this time it's J.R. Taduka once again on the line shooting 2 free throws.
Yes. Haduka.
Taduka this time getting those 2 shots to drop. The score 17-4.
Whoop!
Almost a backcourt violation there, Coach Leo.
Sakto lang.
Ito naman Hernale, binalik kay Aribal. Driving hard to the cup.
Yes. Kaya banggit na natin kanina, no? Aribal has the size and the build to bully his way towards the basket, no? So, kailangan mas maraming ganon na atake.
As PPA in the penalty, PCGG with 4 team fouls. Aribal.
Oh. Bad entry pass. Interception again. 2-on-1.
Here they come. That's a steal. Binalik dito kay Haduka. J. Art dumps it down. No, Hoxon gets it from the 3-point line. But a loose ball foul gonna be called. Looks like that's gonna be on Gonzaga.
Yes, since they are in team penalty, that would be 2 free throws.
Taking a look at this one more
Ayun,
time.
tinulak niya yung screener eh. And that's a no-no.
As on the line, it's Rod Dumakita. Dumakita Jr. A minute and 29 remaining here in our opening period of this Saturday afternoon ball game. As we give it over to Daphne Lozano as she's got some info on Coach Marvin Barcelona of PCGG. Go ahead, Daphne.
In the first 3 games of the PCGG Guardians, they have been scoring low, most especially during the breaks of the match. This is why head coach Marvin Barcelona heavily encourages his team to take more shooting attempts and of course to run. Napapangunahan na raw kasi ng kapaguran kaya hindi na gaano bumababa at tumatakbo. Pero ngayon, dapat i-take advantage nila as they're going up against a team that they believe is not fast and conditioned as them. So let's see if they will not just walk but run their talk. Back to you, Aaron and Coach Leo.
And tama yung sinabi mo, Daphne. Just like what me and Coach Leo mentioned a while ago, talagang tinatakbuhan nitong PCGG early in this first quarter. Ang PPA getting this early lead, Coach.
Yes, if they feel they have the advantage, then go for it. So far, so good. As Aribal misses the bonus free throw after a tip in.
But itong si Aribal, Coach Leo, he's been one of the lone bright spots of PPA in this opening period.
He needs somebody to help him.
Manghilit.
Oh, extra steps.
Traveling on that play. 17-6 is the score. They've got 50 seconds in this opening period.
Oh.
Got Kabading getting the steal.
Yes, good read by Kabading, anticipating the pass.
Kicking it out. That's a jump shot. No good. Kabading offensive board. The fake, the shot. It's in.
Yes, good positioning underneath by Kabading for the putback.
Gonzaga naman. Binalik kay Lilio Jr. Up
Oh!
and under. Ooh.
Yes, a difficult shot to the delight of their supporters.
They get that shot to drop with Kabading, taking it coast to coast. Good defense from Aribal, and here comes Hernale Jr. Take a look at that slow step to the finish.
Yes.
And they cut it down to 9 points, 3 seconds
Yes.
left.
Hernales showing us that he has still the moves.
And at the end of our first quarter, PPA coming out with a burst of life. Cutting the lead down to just 9 points. Taking a look at this one more time. The lakas moment of the quarter brought to you by Okada Manila. Itong si Hernale, Coach Leo, hanging in the air for the finish, throwing it back.
Ganda panoorin no?
Parang nabuhayan dito ang PPA to end this opening period. The score, 19-10. It's just a 9-point lead by PCGG.
J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
Hernale told me earlier na ang malaking tinik na harapin ng team nila ay hindi ang kalaban nila kundi ang sarili nila. Yung stamina ng players ay kailangang masustain hanggang dulo. As we go on to the second quarter, bukod sa paghahabol ng hininga, ay kailangan din nilang maghabol in terms of scoring. There's still time left, so let's see if they'll be able to switch things into their favor. Aaron and Coach Leo.
And thanks for that, Daphne. Ito nga si Coach Jojo Hernale Jr., the acting head coach of the PPA Redeemers. And Coach Leo, a pretty slow start for PPA to start off this ball game. They were down about 15-0 as we take a look at the first quarter field goals. No, 7 out of 16 from the Guardians. Itong Redeemers naman, 5 out of 15. Pero nabuhayan sila to end that first quarter.
Going into the final minutes of the first quarter, they had some good baskets.
Taking a look at Lilio Jr., no good. They get another crack at it. Fighting for that ball, give it out. Lilio Jr., the push shot, it's good.
Yes, Lilio getting a good pass after a scramble for the basketball and was able to convert a mid-range shot.
And a while ago, Coach Leo, we talked about Aribal being that one-man wrecking crew para sa kanila, but almost getting an end one there. Itong si Lilio in their previous matchup, he had 16 points on 50% shooting.
Yes, quite aggressive offensively itong si Lilio. And definitely more improvement will be seen on this guy, Lilio.
As the Redeemers just down by 7 points, 19-12 po ang score natin. 9 minutes and 10 seconds. Once again, we've just opened our second quarter. Myself, Aaron D, alongside Coach Leo Isaac. And our courtside reporter, Miss Daphne Lozano, as Burgos is on the line shooting free throws.
Oh,
0 out of 2 from the line, and both of these teams, Coach Leo, struggling from the free throw line.
yes, they have to improve on that.
Full court pressure. That's a steal by Haduka. They get it back. Trying for the bounce to J. Art. That's a tough angle. But he gets fouled heading to the line.
Yes, Haduka knows how to use his height advantage against this parole and probation team. At that time, medyo out of position na what was able to fish for a foul and is now taking his first of 2 free throws. Yun lang, sablay ang una.
And those 2 free throws came off turnovers, as in their previous game, itong PPA, they had 32 turnovers. Kaya talagang tinakbuhan sila dun ng Bucor. And this time, PCGG going with that full court press.
Yes, 32 turnovers. So that's a minus easily on the part of their team. They have to improve on taking good care of the leather, lessen their turnovers, and take good shot selections.
This time it's Aribal. He was
Uy.
great in that first quarter. They give it up. And itong si Aribal, Coach Leon, he may be a big player, but he knows how to handle that ball.
Yes, some good ball handling being shown to us by Aribal. And he's involving his teammates, huh?
But Lilio with the steps.
Again, eagerness on the part of the parole and probation team, resulting into a turnover. This time it was Lilio.
Coach Jojo Hernale was on your screens earlier. Cerdenia looking for a friend. They find Haduka inside. Step back, Jay. It's good.
Yes. Good cut by Haduka. Faces the basket. One dribble pull up. Bingo.
Lilio naman babawi dito. Going down the lane. They kick it out. Gonzaga. Aribal. Oh, that's a tough one, but he gets fouled.
Yes, dribbling his way to his sweet spot. Not able to make the basket, but was fouled. Free throws for Aribal.
Some substitutions entering the ball game for both teams. Mangilit back into the ball game for PCGG.
New face, Ibanez for the PPA Redeemers.
As well as itong si number 55, Concepcion.
Oh,
Looking like one of their bruisers itong si Concepcion of PPA.
lapad eh, no? Yun, Aribal.
And that's what they need, those free throws to slowly chip down on this lead of PCGG. Balik dito with the Guardians. Haduka, the tough shot, it's good.
Yes. Kita mo, no? Iniwasan niya yung defender, eh, no? Using a sidestep, then the pull up again.
Lilio naman, binalik dito, Gonzaga. Aribal to his strong hand, goes to the left, back to the right, but that's a travel.
Yes. Just too many extra steps on that last shot by Aribal.
And the turnovers for both teams, Coach Leo, just piling up still in
Yes.
our second quarter.
Malungkot niya, baka mas marami pa yung turnover kaya sa puntos eh. Oh!
Cerdenia, that's a deep one.
Oh.
And the friendly bounce for the tray ball.
Yes, that's what they call the shooter's bounce. And another turnover.
Here they come, Cerdenia. Does he want two in a row? No, it's another turnover for them. Aribal, full head of steam, down the lane. Finger roll.
Yes, no, court to court by Aribal. Showing us, as what you said a while ago, he has the handles and the control for the good finish.
11-point lead for the Guardians. Haduka, he's against Lilio, the lefty. Leaves that shot short.
Aribal with the defensive board. Forward pass. Another turnover.
Just a bit too much sauce on the pass as Kabading for the Guardians entering the game. As well as number 24, Francis Hoves. Balik din dito si Hernale, Joey Hernale for the Redeemers. Still about less than 6 minutes remaining here in our second period. Outside, a three-pointer. That's short.
Way short.
They fight for it. Babalik ang bola dito sa Guardians.
8 seconds remaining on their shot clock. And it's going to be a baseline out-of-bounds play.
As Pabelina entering the game for them. But a miscommunication, unforced error on the pass.
Yes. They have to make good use of every possession and limit their turnovers if they really want a W in this game.
Hernale, whoa, what was that? Just flicked it up.
Parang dumulas yung bola eh.
They get that ball. Back to Kabading. Numbers in the favor of the Guardians, but that pass once again and another turnover.
Chance for PPA to close in.
Hernale gives it to the middle. Jimenez back to the right side and Both of these teams, Coach Leo, they're just not in sync with the passing. But a timeout gonna be called by the PCGG Guardians under Coach Marvin Barcelona. Him and his boys gonna talk it over as their team is up by 11 points. As we take a look at PPA in their last game, Coach Leo, they lost to Bucor. That was the biggest blowout loss in this tournament, Coach.
Yes, against a well-conditioned team against Bucor, no? Talagang diniin sila nitong mga safekeepers ng Bucor, no? Only 26% in their field goal conversion, assist just 7, and look at the turnovers, 32 turnovers, no? Points from turnovers, just 2 points for them, and their pass break points, 3 points lang for the whole game, no? Quite low on all departments.
So they couldn't get into the open court in that game, but a three-pointer.
That's Balilla.
Balilla, also one of the shooters of this PCGG squad in their previous one, was also efficient from downtown, and they need a lot more from him. 3 3-pointers para kay Balilla.
Yes, at that time, that's the first three-pointer. Ganda tingnan eh, no? Pagka took his time to take that shot and was able to convert.
That was the lakas shot of the quarter, brought to you by Okada Manila. Balilla, the lefty from the corner, as Hernale. That's a long two.
Yes, just short.
Kaduka takes it down for the white shirts. J. Art. Balik dito, Kabading. Left side. Kaduka gets clobbered by Hernale.
Yes, they're making the entry passes to Haduka, feeling Haduka has the advantage on any defender. Although this PPA team is playing a 2-3 zone defense, he gets the ball on the shaded lane and makes his move.
They give it out to the left side. A three-pointer, another one, that's short. Rebounded by Jimenez, double-teamed. Balik dito kay Hernale. He's taking that ball down. 13 on the shot clock. Gonzaga, pull up 2. Hits back iron. Balik dito, Kabading. And the Guardians are running in transition. Gives it out. Concepcion with the interception. And another steal and a foul.
That would be on Kabading.
As the score 29-15, we give it over to Miss Daphne Lozano for an interview on the acting head coach. Itong si Sir Joseph Hernale of PPA. Go ahead, Daphne.
Joseph Hernale is known to be the veteran player of the team dahil ayon kay Coach Jojo, siya na lang yung natirang player from the Interagency Cup 10 years ago. With that, I asked him how he sets as an example to his teammates. And he said in his own words, sinasabihan ko sila na wag isipin na may camera. Nako-conscious sila kasi first time, hindi sanay. Tsaka kahit mababa moral ng team, pinaalalahanan ko sila na kalimutan na yung last game dahil bagong pagkakataon naman to para bumawi. At syempre mag-enjoy lang. Andito kami para mag-enjoy at hindi pa ma-stress lalo. Hindi lang pala veterano si Sir Joseph, a man of few words din pala. What are your thoughts on this, Aaron, Coach Leo?
Thanks for that, Daphne. Itong si Joseph Hernale giving us a throwback move at the end of our opening period. But the score, 31-15, the Guardians' lead is up to 16 points. Take a look at some of the fans in attendance dito, as we'd like to encourage everyone, follow And hit that like button at Sinag Liga Asya. Nandito po yung mga fans. Free admission po kami dito sa San Andres Sports Complex here in the city of Manila. So that's almost a turnover for PPA.
Oy!
Lilio going down the lane and lobs it up. No good. Aribal, the corkscrew inside, and he heads to the line.
Aribal just muscling his way underneath. Was not able to make the shot, but will be rewarded with free throws.
That's one way to break that full court pressure, Coach Leo. That quick, crisp passing of PPA.
Yes, no? Quick ball movement, lesser dribble, hit the open man right away. Alam mo, may ano eh, no? It takes a lot of skill, no? Parang sinasabi nga ng mga coaches, no? Even before you receive the pass, alam mo na yung next step mo. It's like just a chess player realizing where you will make the next pass even before dumating ang bola, or what's your next move even bago dumating ang bola.
Indeed, Lilio, knowing that he was going to lob it up to Aribal there, but this time it's the Guardians' turn. Haduka gives it up, Kabading down the lane. Mangilit, the fake, the shot, heavily contested. Fight for that ball. Nakuha ito ni Lilio.
2-on-1.
Here he comes, floating in the air. No good. Who gets it? Kabading. Outside, they give it up. Hokson, lob it up. Haduka, rejected by Aribal.
Yes, Aribal. Good timing defensively.
But it looks like itong si Joey Hernale on the ground right now.
Yes, no? Was hit accidentally after that defensive rebound. And since this PCGG team is over the limit, there's the block by Aribal, then the rebound by Hernale, and the accidental foul.
That's a tough one on Joey Hernale. And just like nabanggit kanina ni Daphne, Coach Leo, di ba itong si Hernale, one of their longest tenured players. Siya na lang ata yung natitira dun sa team nila from interagency 10 years ago.
Yes, so Hernale is the veteran of this team, no? Could share some experience to his teammates and maybe be the inspiration of this PPA team.
And I still can't forget that throwback move he gave us at the end of that first quarter, Coach Leo, floating in the air. Ito naman, Lilio from the corner, that's short. Aribal, offensive board. He gets it back. Here comes Kabading, pushing it. Hokson's running. He's in a drag race against Lilio, and he wins that one.
Yes, notwithstanding the hustle defense of Lilio, Hokson still able to make the layup.
Lilio going against that trap, floating it up high. Aribal once again, offensive board, and he's going to the line.
Yes, soft luck for Aribal. Was in good position to make the basket, but unlucky on those shots.
And the Redeemers having good luck with breaking this press of the Guardians. Nakakailan na sila dun sa press break nila, just going through it.
Yes. They're being able to get those fouls and troop to the free throw line, but they're missing a lot of free throws.
Aribal this time, second one, tries
Yun.
to bank it.
Pinabanda na.
They cut the lead down 33-18. Less than a minute remaining dito in our second period. Kabading's got it. They give it Hokson. Ikot dito. You can see Hokson cutting to that other corner. Do they find him? Yes. This time he passes it inside. Mangilit, the bank shot. He gets it.
Well, everybody was waiting for Hokson to pull the trigger, but instead made the drop pass to Mangilit for the easy shot.
Hokson off that assist, getting the steal but can't finish.
Yeah, sayang yun.
Aribal in transition, going down the lane. Last minute dump off to Lilio.
Good pass by Aribal to Lilio. Again, Aribal involving his teammates.
And Kabading just taking it coast to coast, but they've got time on the clock. Doesn't matter with Mangilit.
Yes. Another turnover.
Hokson, dump down. Mangilit, no good. Kabading, they've got a second.
Hindi na umabot yung tira na yon ni Mangilid.
But you love to see it, the effort from PCGG at the end of our first half to score 37-20, taking a look at some of the second quarter highlights. And to end our second quarter, Coach Leo, PCGG still in full control and have a big lead.
Yes, no? From the get-go, they had the momentum and they are sustaining it. Hopefully, after this halftime break, this PPA team will have some spunk in their showing for the third and fourth quarter.
Still gonna be a tough one for Coach Hernale and PPA as his team is down by 17 big points to end our first half.
Finally, nandito na yung araw ng opening. And matagal ho namin to pinaplano, kasama po ang SLA. And we really hope na makapagbigay ito ng saya sa ating mga empleyado ng bawat ahensya ng DOJ.
Welcome to the Sinag Liga Asya Interagency Secretaries Cup 2025.
Ang kasama natin from all the agencies. Very excited to play their first game.
Very much excited ang Pambigatories Office to be part of the DOJ tournament. Napapanood namin ang Sinag 40. Kaya nakikita namin na napakaganda ng paligan na to. First Secretary Cup to, kaya talagang palabag kami.
The PCGG is very excited in forming the team. Of course, the team is already complete and very competitive ang team natin.
Bilang isang department, kailangan po talaga na yung camaraderie between the agencies is very strong.
Gagawin namin lahat ng makakaya namin para sa ikaganda ng ligang to.
This is just the start of something that we will consider a legacy. That the Secretary of Justice, Jesus Crispin Boy-Rebuya, will lead to the DOJ.
Maganda po itong activity na to kasi definitely kailangan po natin yung work and life balance, no?
Ang team po namin, team roster namin ay ginubuo ng former PPA player, former NCAA, former UAAP, at NCAA po mga panalo.
Unfinished business pa kami. Dahil noong 2016, natalo kami ng NBI na championship. So this year, sisiguraduhin namin na kami ang mag-champion.
We'd also like to thank the Secretary for making this all happen. Binigay niya po yung blessing niya dahil po alam niya po kung gaano ka-importante yung sports, at fitness at wellness. And of course, I hope that it will inspire a lot of collaboration, camaraderie, and teamwork sa ating mga ahensya ng DOJ.
J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
Para makinig anong gagawin, di ba? Sabi nga ni... Back-to-back hits now for him. Kailangan niya na marami pang ganyan. Hindi ko may kita dahil sa ingay dito. Hindi saan sila maglaring dito. One more or no more. Kapit sa mga Sinag.
Ang bilis ba? Yan ang bilis ng FiberX. Yan ang internet.
Pampanga Intermunicipality Series Basketball Tournament Delta Cup.
Pakabiling kong masalesike kayo na i-promote tayo ng sportsmanship na. Okay? Itamongan, tandanan nyo, kapampangan tangan.
This is your 2024 Junior World Showcase Delta Cup.
Wala magpapasira ng laro, tayo magpapasira ng laro niya.
Maraming salamat for taking time out to be part of the first ever SLA Junior World Showcase Delta Cup.
Itong Showmaking Coach Bacho has only 14.5 seconds before they can claim the throne and literally call themselves kings of the D2 tournament.
What a ball game. What a series of events that we saw here, that we've witnessed in this historical D2 Super Cup Invitational Tournament.
Championship.
Seconds away for Pampanga Delta to seal the deal and once again deliver Another championship.
The Sinag Liga Asya Junior World Showcase Full of Reigns champion, your Pampanga Delta.
Magandang gabi mga kasinag! You're still tuned in to SLA DOJ Interagency Basketball Tournament Secretary's Cup match between the PPA Redeemers versus the PCGG Guardians with a score of 37-20. And before we proceed to the second half, I'm actually beside two beautiful ladies from our crowd. But first, on my right side is Ma'am RM Bastal, a Senior Probation Officer from PPA. Ma'am, thank you so much po for joining me here in the half. So, matanong ko lang po ma'am, do you have any words of encouragement for your team, lalo na nasa side po kayo na naghahabol ngayon?
So for the PPA Redeemers, I know pinaghandaan po ninyo to. So naniniwala ako kayang-kaya natin to. First quarter pa lang naman. So, go PPA Redeemers!
Ramdam na ramdam talaga natin yung cheering spirit nila, ma'am. And sana mahawa din ng energy yung performance ng Redeemers. Pero yun, ma'am, meron po ba kayong gustong pasalamatan sa mga nanonood ngayon?
Oh, yes, first gusto ko pong i-shout out ang aming administrator na nandito rin ngayon, Attorney Bienvenido Benitez. And sa lahat ng PPA employees mula Luzon hanggang Mindanao. Then lalong-lalo na yung mga nandito ngayon. And especially kay Sharika na nanonood online.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now, on my left side naman, for the side of the PCGG Guardians is the wife of Sir Jim Cabading, Ma'am Jan Cabading. Ayan, parang ano no, yin and yang. Pero yun, ma'am, thank you so much din po for joining me here sa half. So may I ask lang po, what is it like being a courtside wife?
To be honest, medyo kabado kasi prone to injury season, but very proud kasi most of the time talaga nandun ako sa gilid lang watching him, and nakakatawa that his teammates, even the coach, everyone, parang they trust him talaga. So, nakakatawa, very proud. So, thank you.
Hindi naman natin masisisi na very inspired talaga si Sir to play tonight. Pero yun, meron din po ba kayong gustong batiin at pasalamatan sa mga nanonood ngayon?
Hi to our family who's watching right now. Benavides family na nagsistay right now sa Hanan Leisure Stay. My family, Dizon, and the Kabading family. Hello!
Thank you so much, ma'am. That is all for our halftime interview. And now I'm turning it over to Aaron and Coach Leo to open our second half.
And thanks for that, Daphne. At the end of our halftime, the score 37-20. This PCGG Guardian squad up by 17 points. To end our first half, taking a look at some of the halftime highlights brought to you by Hotel 101 Global. Once again, myself, Aaron D, alongside Coach Leo Isaac and Coach Leo. That field goal percentage plummeting for this PPA Redeemer squad.
Yes, no? They've been able to get those shots, no? Pero the accuracy, no, is just not there, no? Hopefully, here in the third and fourth quarter, medyo mag-improve sila to get back into this game.
And it's been turnovers by the defense of both of these teams, but both of them have been struggling to take care of that ball in that first half.
Yes, quite high for the turnovers, 16 for the PPA, while 10 for the PCGG team. So, taking good control of that basketball and lessening those miscues.
Yeah, they really struggled in that first half. Taking a look at some of the stats, just like we mentioned, just 30% for the PPA. Meanwhile, itong PCGG naman at 42%. Yung turnovers nga, nabanggit natin, no, Coach Leo, 16-9.
Yes, no, quite decent for the PCGG, hitting 42% of their shots. Turnovers nga, yan, 16-9, and bench scoring, mas marami ang naitalang puntos ng mga reserves ng Parol and Probation team. 9 as compared to only 6 by the PCGG.
And we check out the leading scorers in our first half. Itong si Mangilit with 10 for the Guardians, Haduka with 9, Hoxon with 8, and Balilla with 3. Meanwhile, PPA, they've got Aribal with 9, Lilio with 6, Hernale with 3, and Gonzaga with 2.
Yes, no, Mangilit, Haduka, and Hoxon leading the way for the PCGG team.
And in that previous matchup, no, itong si Jonathan Lilio and Hernale, they were the ones with the contributions from the bench, and the other players, in that game for the Redeemers, wala masyado nagpakita. This time, they've got Aribal leading the way for them.
Yes, the big guy, Aribal.
Lilio trying to open it up with a trifecta. Can't get that one to drop.
Yeah.
Pero babalik ang bola dito sa PCGG.
Aribal almost had a steal.
Taking a look at this defense from the PPA Redeemers. What type of defense are they running right now, Coach Leo?
A 2-3 zone.
They give it up there. Coach, dito sa Pinas kasi we always see, kahit maglalaro ka ng papawis, even at the highest levels, that 2-3 zone is always ran against teams. What would be one of the best ways to break that or to start off your offense?
A lot of systems to break the 2-3 zone, but it has to be a well-oiled, disciplined kind of offense. No? You have to move that ball a lot quicker considering the players defensively are just manning their spot or the zone they are in.
As Joey Hernale opening up this second half with a bucket. Mangilit can't get it. Gonzaga with the board. Balik dito kay Joey, the longest tenured player of this Redeemer squad, the veteran. Balik dito kay Lilio. Gets that ball stripped. Here they come, Kabading. Forward pass. Can they get the shot? No. Haduka's there though. Another chance at it. Binalik kay Mangilit. The finger roll. Gets the friendly bounce.
Yes, good trail job by Mangilit. Just sprinting to the basket when the defense just relaxed.
They get that lead up 39-22. The Guardians up in this third period. Aribal bulldozing to the cup.
Yes, big boy Aribal knows how to use his strength underneath.
Kabading, he's against Lilio. They give it up. Back to him, he's calling that play. Give it to the corner. Back to the top, Kabading, lob it up, hooks on. Can't catch it, 5 seconds on the shot clock. They fight for that ball, they get it back, that's a steal.
Counter steal. Mangilit not giving up on that situation.
Sabater, Frederick Sabater is in the ball game for the first time for the Redeemers. Sporting the goggles in this game. Oxon to inbound, they've got 14 on the shot clock. Give it up. Dilag. Out to Hoxon. The no-look pass to Haduka for the delectable dish.
Good pass coming from Hoxon. No look, no? Just knows where his teammate is.
And that's a strip from behind. Hoxon gets it. Kabading in a drag race against Hernale. And Hernale doesn't even challenge.
Yes. Give him the 2 points. And another turnover off the inbound pass.
Dila gets it, floats it up. No good. J. Art is there. Haduka, the shot, it's good.
Haduka making good use of his good positioning underneath, grabbing that offensive rebound and the easy putback.
45-24 is the score. A timeout has just been called as the team's gonna talk it over. The Guardians still up in this third period.
J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
Back after that short break. The PPA Redeemers down 24-45 against the Guardians. Almost an 8-second violation, but Hoxon gets the strip and the finish in transition.
Yes, the backcourt pressure is really working wonders for this PCGG team. Again, another turnover, but counter turnover
Here comes Nazareno. Give it up. Hernale, the push shot.
Good pass coming from Nazareno and Hernale, making sure he gives Nazareno his assist.
21-point lead for the Guardians. Outside Kabading, they move it around the perimeter with Cerdeño, a three-pointer. Aribal fights for that board. But it's gonna stay with the Redeemers.
No, they made the correction.
As PPA's got the ball. Full court trap being administered by the Guardians. Balik dito, backdoor from Hernale. He gets it inside and he breezes through the defense.
Yes, eluding the defense, showing the veteran that he is Joseph Hernale.
47-28. 5 minutes and 30 remaining. Kabading calling that play. Balilia thinks about it. They get it back to the top. 7 seconds to work with. They've got to go quickly. Balilia, a three-pointer. That's short. But Mangilit gets hacked on the way up off that offensive board.
Yes, nobody boxing out.
And every time this PPA Redeemer squad, Coach Leo, every time they try to threaten to go on a run, the Guardians just always have an answer.
As of now, they have.
But Mangilit getting that first free throw, can't get it. Score po natin 47-28. 21-point lead for the Guardians. Mangilit.
Oh! Cerdeña with the offensive rebound.
And Kabading trying for the three. Cerdeño.
Another offensive rebound for the small guy.
And another foul, another trip to the line dito for the PCGG Guardians.
This time it's going to be Cerdeña. 2 offensive boards.
A chance to extend this lead for the white shirts. But oh, they're really struggling with their free throws in this game, PCGG. They get another crack at it, still no good. Balik dito kay Aribal and he just throws that ball up the court. Hernale going through the defense.
Was not able to make the shot, but he will be going to the free throw line as he was fouled. Malakas lang yung bitaw ni Hernale. Sayang. 3-point play sana yun.
And Coach Leo, you could really tell this guy, itong si Hernale, he was a baller back in the day. Just see how he knows how to get through his defender, even if he may be lacking the speed at this age.
Yes. Still knows how to play the game.
As Hernale is still being able to hang with the Guardians on this side. They get the offensive board. Another chance at it. Aribal bulldozing inside.
Big boy Aribal will again go to the free throw line and try to improve their output.
And this time it's Aribal on the line. But oh, still can't get that free throw. Aribal, the big boy, getting that second one to drop, cutting the lead down to 17 points, back to where they started in the second half.
Yes, bumabalik na, bumabalik na.
Aspa naman, he's got that ball, manning the point guard position. Cerdeña thinks about it, this time drives it, floats it, rejected by Aribal. Another one, no good. They fight for it and it's gonna be staying with the Guardians.
Ibanez was unable to control that deflected pass, so balik ang possession dito sa white shirts.
Aspa, just throwing it up. But another foul, babalik ang bola dito sa Guardians. Excuse me, to the Redeemers.
Yes, Aspa was called for the foul, trying to get that offensive board after making an awkward shot. Oop!
Oh, and take a look at that. Nazareno falling to the ground. Hernale, they get it back to him. They kick it out. Gonzaga, lob it up. Aribal, the herky-jerky move inside.
Yes, now they're looking for Aribal down low, realizing that he really has the strength to go hard underneath.
And Coach Leo, it's not just his physicality, it's also for him knowing when to cut at the right time for his teammates to find him.
Yes, that takes a lot of energy just to do that.
As Aribal heading to the line for 2 free throws once again, a place where he's been struggling and
Yes.
barely grazed the rim on that one. Free throw shooting one more time. This one gets it.
Again, making the last of 2 free throws itong si Aribal.
Balilia, the hesitation, the drive. That's heavily contested. Hits the side of the board, but the offensive board is there. No good. They get it out. Lilio going through. Binalik dito, Aribal. Give it back. And they're gonna slow it down. Look at Hernale, the veteran he is. To the corner. That's a big one.
Yes. Good side jumper by Pangindian.
And you could sense the momentum slowly shifting the way of the Redeemers. Here comes Lilio. In transition, he's all alone.
Oh, sorry, missed by Lilio.
They get another chance at it. Lilio, give it up. Hernale, give it back to Lilio. The push shot is good.
This time she makes sure of that shot. Lilio.
As the PPA Redeemers. And itong si Lilio making things interesting in this third period. Take a look at this one more time. The jump shot from the corner. That's Pangindian. And then Hernale giving it up. Lilio finishing the push shot. A quick 4-0 run for the Redeemers. The score is 47-35. It's back to a 12-point lead for the Guardians. As we'd like to thank Okada Manila, one of our main sponsors here at the Lakas Sinag Liga Asya, as we give it over to Daphne Lozano for some info on the big man Mangilit of the Guardians. Go ahead, Daphne.
Ramon Mangilit of the PCGG Guardians believes that trust and togetherness is what makes teams win games. Lalo na't he's considered to be one of the young guns in the team. Kahit may gap in terms of age and experience, trust must be there. Dinagdag pa niya na what hypes him up every game is seeing the team's eagerness to win. Nakakahawa daw kasi yung energy ng mga kasama niya, and so far in this ball game, he has been performing well offensively and defensively. Bonus pa daw kung manalo sila ngayong gabi. It's still early to conclude, but it's not too late para mas palubohin pa nila ang kalamangan nila dahil dumidikit na ang Redeemers. Aaron and Coach Leo.
Yep, itong si Ramon Mangilit, number 3 of the Guardians, was the leading scorer in that at the end of that first half. Currently, he's not in the ball game for them, but looks like they might need to reinsert their number 1 scorer at the end of their first half, Coach Leo, kasi 12 points na lang ang laban
Yes,
dito.
no, especially now that this PPA team is making a run, no?
That's a technical foul gonna be called dito kay Kabading.
Yes, did not like the call. He thought he had a clean block, but he was called for a foul. So, nagreklamo siya, and the referees just did not like the way he contested or complained for that call.
And Pangindian, he's on the line for 2 free throws after getting fouled on the way up.
Sayang, hindi na shoot ni Joey Hernale yung technical free throw.
But Pangindian's got a chance at it, and this time he hits it. And listen to this PPA Redeemers crowd in attendance.
Short. Way short.
Pangindian can't get that shot. It's been multiple times this day, Coach Leo. We've been seeing those short free throws. As Kabading's got it. Up top, give it up, Haduka. Almost a steal from behind from Gonzaga, but he gets called for that reach in.
Yes, now this time, every time Haduka gets hold of the leather, Aribal faces him defensively right away.
PCGG in the penalty. Meanwhile, the Redeemers with 4 team fouls. And that's an offensive foul called on Kabading.
Yes, the pesky defense of Gonzaga just irritated Kabading, pushing up Gonzaga, and was called for an offensive foul.
And a bucket on this possession, Coach Leo, would be big to finally cut it down to less than 10 points for the Redeemers.
Yes, it would be a morale booster if they can convert on this possession and cut the lead to single digit. But here comes Mangilit. Nadinig ka na.
And they bring him back. That best player from that first half of PCGG. But Lilios got it outside Gonzaga. 18 to work with. Hernale, target shooting. That's a sorry miss.
Open look.
Here comes Herdenya. The deep seal from Haduka, and he gets hammered. And at that point, you got nothing to do when Haduka's that deep.
Yes, just would not let him hit that easy shot underneath, but he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws as the PPA is over the limit already.
Haduka this time can't hit on his free throws. It's just a 9-point lead. 11-point lead dito for PPA, for the PCGG, excuse me. Haduka, 0 out of 2. They give it up. Lirio. And they catch the PCGG napping on that play.
Yes, this time Lirio makes sure of that unmolested shot.
Here comes Haduka. J. Art, strong to the cup, still no good. Mangilit grabs that ball.
Yes, Aribal was ready for the baseball pass, but this time Mangilit was there.
This time baseline inbound. They've got 14 on the shot clock. Balilia, that's the right guy. But an off-ball foul gonna be called.
Pangindian was called for a foul away from the play.
And since their team in the penalty, itong si Mangilit, Ramon Mangilit Jr. on the line shooting 2 free throws. Chance to put it up to double digits once again, the lead. Mangilit with a brick on that free throw.
Yes.
Got a chance for another one though. Zero out of 2. Hernale taking it down, showing us the ball handling on display. The Euro step to the finish. No good. Pushing foul this time called, and we're going to be checking on who. As you see, Mangilit on the ground.
Might be on Aribal. Ah, Hernale.
It looks like there's going to be a review call dito.
Yes.
As Joey Hernale with that shot attempt off the Euro step, couldn't get it to drop. Mangilit falling on the ground, and the referee is going to be having a discussion on this play. Taking a look at the bench of the Redeemers. And then this time it's that play. They fight for it. And you can see Mangilit falling, but we're going to be checking on this angle. So Mangilit boxing out. Oh, and
just a slight push.
The referee's checking out That instant replay center, they've decided an unsportsmanlike foul called.
Yeah.
Upon review, it is upgraded to unsportsmanlike
Foul was
foul on
upgraded
number
to
6,
an
Joseph
unsportsmanlike foul.
And that's a big one, especially with the Redeemers just being down by 9 points. But once again, it's the struggle of the PCGG squad. From the free throw line, let's see if Mangilit can hit these two, because in that previous trip, he was 0 out of 2. And you can see Hernale explaining to the referee, no bad blood between the two players. Itong si Hernale and Mangilit.
That's a good sign.
As Mangilit this time making sure of it with that free throw. Second one, can't get it to drop, but still putting his team up by double digits, 10 points. Less than a minute remaining here in our third period. Cerdeñas got it. Whip it out. Espiritu, one dribble to the left. He gets the friendly roll.
Lucky bounce for Espiritu.
Here comes Hernale, cross court. From the corner, back to Joey. Rejected, but that's a foul called.
Yes, knows how to get those fouls. The veteran that he is, Hernale, just fishing for the foul.
And Joey Hernale, a chance to cut it down to 12 points. To 10 points, excuse me. On the line, Joey getting that first one. Hernale in their previous matchup had 12 points with 8 rebounds. 2 out of 2 on that trip. Full court pressure from the Redeemers. Almost a steal. Mangilit gets it back, the spin. 10 seconds on the game clock. And it's gonna stay with the Guardians. A chance here for the last shot. They get it inside. Tough one. Rims out. Here they come. Hernale, he's got 2 seconds left. Lilio. Do they know it? No, it's too late. They don't even get a shot off, but at the end of our third quarter, the score is 50-40. It's now down to a 10-point lead from the PCGG Guardians, this PPA squad. Slowly but surely coming back into this game, Coach Leo.
Yes, no, with the inspired play of the veteran Hernale, Lilio, and the big guy Aribal controlling the defensive boards. They outscored the PCGG team 20-13 in the third canto.
Take a look at some of the highlights from that quarter. As the score, it's 50-40, back to a 10-point lead from the PCGG Guardians. We take a look at JR Taduca versus the LR8 Titulado. 6 points, 18 rebounds, and 2 assists. Was a beast on the boards in that game, Coach Leo.
Yes, 18 boards.
And then in this game naman, 13 points already, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Ano yun, those are Sabonis numbers.
And started to get silent in that run against PPA. They need him to come back to life in this fourth. Taking a look at the quarter scoring for them, 19, 18, and 13 for the Guardians.
And another basket underneath by Aribal, getting good pass. So lead is down to 8 points at the start of the fourth quarter.
And here we go. The Redeemers. That's a block. Mangilit can't get it, and it's stripped by Hernale.
Yes, PPA's defense is getting better underneath.
As Hoxon tees it on from the baseline.
There's a foul. Might be on Hoxon.
The referee signaling the other way, so once again, PPA, another stop.
Mangilit was called for the foul. So chance for PPA to inch closer.
And Coach Leo, in the game of basketball, how big is momentum for a team?
A lot. You could really turn the table once you get that momentum going for your team.
As the Redeemers, they've got it. Gonzaga, baseline J. No good. And it's out to Kabading. Give it up, Mangilit. He's taking it coast to coast to Haduka for the finish. He says enough is enough.
Good pass, Mangilit to Haduka.
Lilio this time, he's calling the play for the Redeemers. Give it up to the veteran, Hernale. Aribal, you know he wants it inside. But right in front of the referee. Offensive foul.
Yes, good defense by Kabadi. Just holding his ground against the charging Aribal. Oh, that's the fourth personal foul of Aribal.
That's a big one, as he's been one of the main interior scorers of the Redeemers. But speaking of scorers, they've got Haduka up to 15 points in this game. Kabading, three-pointer. Book it, that's a three.
Yes, timely three-pointer by Kabading.
Outside, Lilio putting the lead back up to 13 points. Gonzaga hands it off. Back to Aribal, give it up. Pangindian, the friendly bounce.
Yes, good pass by Aribal, again involving his teammates offensively.
55-44, 11-point game. The corner from Cerdena, no good. Offensive board, they get it to go, Mangilit.
Mangilit showing height is might.
Back to a 13-point game. Lilio setting it up from the top. Picked by Pangindian. Lilio, give it up. Hernale tries for the no-look. But he gets hacked on that pass attempt.
Foul number 6, J.R. Padova. Third personal, 17 foul.
They've got 14 to work with. Inbound from Aribal. Give it up, Pangindian. Steps on the line, doesn't matter.
Yes, Pangindian, just a long two-pointer.
They cut it down once again, 57-46, back to an 11-point game. PPA trying for that last comeback here in our fourth quarter. Take a look at this one more time. Pangindian just stepping on the line for the lakas shot of the quarter. Brought to you by Okada Manila. As the Guardians, they've got possession.
The steal. Oh, not quite.
Lucky break for the Guardians. It's going back the way of the white shirts. Aribal almost getting that steal 2 times on that possession. Hoxon inbounding from the sideline. They give it up. Haduka. Out to Kabading. Less than 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Mangilit gets the handoff inside. He's against Hernale. Bodying up. But looks like the foul is going to be on the ground.
Yes, good foul given up. Mangilit clearly had the height advantage in that last play.
Oxon. He gets it back. He fakes it, takes it, and makes it.
Yes, Oxon. Steal.
Oh, a steal by Kabading. Rejected by Aribal.
Kabading again called for the foul.
And they get it back to 13 points, this PCGG squad.
Oh, that's the last foul of Kabading.
And that's a big one because they lose a ball handler and a defender for this PCGG squad. Balik dito kay Lilio. The Redeemer is trying to come back from 13. Lilio sizing up Hoxon. They give it up. Pangindian, 2 in a row. No good.
Almost.
Haduka, full head of steam. No numbers in his favor. He doesn't care. He's taking it coast to coast and gets fouled.
On his strong side, the lefty Haduka going strong for the basket was fouled.
Just forcing the issue is J. Art Haduka.
Oo, lamang eh. Kaliwete, nasa strong side siya eh. Kaya maski may bumangga, naitira niya pa rin eh.
Taking that shot is Haduka. Can't get the free throw. This time another chance at it. We've got 6 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. Once again, both of these teams are still winless in our tournament.
Oh.
PCGG 0-3. Meanwhile, PPA is 0-1. Haduka can't get that ball. As they get it back dito, Aribal with the inbound.
And the signal is on for the backcourt pressure.
Hernale taking it down. Gonzaga.
Oh, wise move by Gonzaga.
Joey, he's calling that play. Gives it to the corner. Lilio splitting 2. Taking the floater. No good. Fight for it. Gonzaga gets it back. Fresh shot clock. No, back to 13. Joey Hernale. Pangindian, the fake. Hounded by 2.
Now by 3.
And 3 PCGG players on the floor on that possession.
Yes. Possession arrow pointing PCGG's way.
As they get it back, take a look at this full court press of the Redeemers, Coach Leo.
On their own, they have their own backcourt pressure. Easily broken by Haduka.
And they give it back to him. 14 on the shot clock. Give it up, Sardenya. Hoxon's open in the corner. They don't find him. It's Sardenya. Gives it up, Haduka. That's a tough one. Lilio all alone. Can Hoxon catch him? No, he can't.
Yes. Another solo layup by Lilio.
And after that error, it's back to an 11-point game. Still in striking distance are the Redeemers. Mangilit, long 2-pointer.
Not there. Oh, nabitawan ni Joey yung bola eh. Forward pass na sana kay Lilio uli.
Just can't corral it, but a lucky break for him as a foul is called. Babalik ang bola to the Redeemers. Take a look at this one more time. The lakas fast break of the quarter. Brought to you by Okada Manila. Cherry picking on the other side is Lilio. 11 points, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Can the Redeemers do it with the comeback? Gonzaga, Pangindian, elbow jumper, it's pure.
Another basket by Pangindian. Those short jumpers of Pangindian are hitting the mark.
As it's back to a 9-point game. Balilla, that's the right guy.
Not there.
Can't get the shot though. 3 3-pointers in their previous one. That's a substitution coming in for
Aspa.
PCGG. Itong si Aspa, no? Kasi they're lacking itong si Kabading in this game. As we give it over to Miss Daphne Lozano, as she was able to get some information on that PPA huddle earlier. So go ahead, Daphne.
The Redeemers finally saw a silver lining to redeem themselves, cutting the lead of the Guardians to a single digit. As I joined the recent timeout huddle, isa lang sinisigaw nila. Konti na lang mga pre, all out nyo na. Dinagdag pa ni Coach Jojo na dapat nilang sulitin yung pag-atake lalo na fouled out na si Jim Cabading. Huwag din muna nila isipin yung pagod dahil hindi na nila kakampi ang oras ngayon. Iwasan ang pag-commit ng turnovers dahil parang pinamimigay lang nila yung laro kung papairalin nila ito. Aaron and Coach Leo.
And thanks for that, Daphne. Of course, no, itong PPA trying for that last-minute push. But right now, they're being pushed around by the PCGG Guardians.
Yes. From one turnover to a basket, then another turnover to another basket, forces PPA to call for a timeout.
And that lead going back to 13 points. The PCGG Guardians in control with 3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining.
J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
As we're back after that timeout, and J.R. Taduka for his squad has been huge, Coach Leo. The jump shots, the fast break layups, the free throws, you name it, he was there.
Taduka, a vital cog for this PCGG team. Offensively and defensively contributing.
And 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Full court pressure from the PCGG Guardians. And Coach Leo, 3 minutes and 15 remaining in our fourth. They get another steal, and Hoxon this time. They're going to slow it down with Aspa. Inside, Haduka, the fake, the dump, Mangilit, the finish.
Nobody there to stop Mangilit after receiving a good pass from Haduka.
Hernale trying to answer back. No, he's going to pull it out. Inside, the cutter, Lilio, short.
Balilla for the rebound. Then to Aspa.
And this time, they can take their time. Was just about to say earlier, Coach Leo, it's a 13-point game para sa atin with 3 minutes remaining. Now it's back to a 15-point game with 2 minutes and 39 remaining. And looks like slowly this PPA Redeemer squad, they're losing hope in this game.
Yes, no?
As Haduka with 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists.
And there's a coach's challenge by PPA in that last play. They think it was PCGG who handled the ball last before it went out of bounds.
Taking a look at the PPA Redeemers, itong si Aribal. He was the one involved in that last play. It was Haduka and Aribal. You could clearly see Aribal after that play telling his coaching staff that he wanted that challenge, but we're going to be taking a closer look at this. And the referees making their decision. It's an unsuccessful challenge on the Redeemers.
Unsuccessful. Possession for PCGG Guardians.
Coach Hernale on your screens. Itong si Coach Jojo Hernale, the acting head coach of the PPA Redeemers. And a tough one for them if they do lose this game. Gonna be down 0-2. Outside, Haduka gets that ball tapped. They still get ball possession. Rebel still trying to plead with the referees his case on that ball. But they give it inside. Mangilit stepping back, giving it out. And Hoxon travels. As Coach Marvin Barcelona of PCGG must be very pleased with the squad. And Coach Leo, after those 3 heartbreaks for them, losing in this tournament, they're closing in on their first W.
Nangangamoy na. Matamis yan.
So Lilio from the baseline, banking it off the glass.
Cutting the lead to 13 points with 2 minutes 12 remaining and a steal.
Pangindian gives it to Hernales. Back to Gonzaga. No good. Almost a steal. It is. Hernale getting fouled and heading to the line for 2.
Another veteran move by Hernale. Fishing a foul. Got the call and will take 2 free throws.
As Joey Hernale getting 2 free throws here and cutting it down. 12 points, and Coach Leo, 12 points in less than 2 minutes. Is it still doable?
A tall order. Still mathematically possible, but quite a tall order.
But Hernale cutting it down to 11 points. PCGG, they want to make sure of this ball game as they're up by 11 points. But PPA still trying to creep back in slowly. 65 to 54 is the score. Back after that timeout as Mangilit and the PCGG Guardians trying to stop this run from the Redeemers. That's a steal by Lilio. They get it, a counter steal, and Mangilit's all alone on the other side. Can he finish? Yes, he can.
Mangilit just made sure of that unmolested shot.
And that was a tough one, Coach Leo. If they got that steal and a finish on that play, could have cut it down to 9 points. But this time, an even bigger mountain to climb. Further, Redeemers straight down by 13. Pangindian, tough shot.
Not there.
Haduka with the board. Forward. Serdenya hands it off. Mangilit. No good. Aribal with the board, and here come the Redeemers. Hernale pulling up from the elbow. That's short. Another one, dipsy-do from Hernale. Third serving is good.
Yes, finally a basket after 3 attempts for Joseph Hernale. Still has some fight in it.
And this time, they're gonna get an inbound. Balilia exits the ball game. Itong si Hoves is in. Cardenia getting fouled. Though PPA is still not in the penalty, 4 pa lang dito ang team fouls nila.
Ngayon pa lang.
And Balilia re-entering itong si Hoves.
They have 6 players
No, they
inside. They have 6 players inside.
And you can see Coach Marvin Barcelona pulling his boy, one of his boys back. And nakala siguro ni Oven, sinasabi, ikaw mag-receive. Hindi pala, pinapalabas na ni Coach. Haduka taking it coast to coast for the dish inside.
Yes.
Serdenya.
Nakapuntos pa si Serdenya. And another turnover.
Give it up, Mangilit. It's too easy. And once again, they're going to be calling that timeout. Fresh off that run, the PCGG Guardians. Look at them having fun on that bench.
Yes, that's the joy of victory.
And they can smell it, they can feel it, and they can see it. 71 to 56 is the score. The PCGG Guardians up with a minute remaining in the fourth. Checking this out, that beautiful dime from Mangilit. Finding his teammate, and then Sardenya returns the favor, giving it up to Mangilit. But once again, it's sakto po dito, a minute remaining here in our fourth period as Lilio receives that ball. Goes hard to the rim. And the little man heading to the line for two.
Let's see if Lilio can cut the lead of PCGG. Right now, it's 15 points. Still at 15 after the missed free throw.
That's Jonathan Lilio, one of their standout players in that loss. To the Bucor safekeepers. Splits the pair. Balik dito to the Guardians. Some handles shown by Sardenya to the handoff to Hokson. This time, he's heading to the line. And 71 to 57. 47 seconds left, Hokson. Just like I mentioned, talking to this guy in the pregame, mentioning that they were going to bring that giggle factor. They were going to bring that energy to this ball game. And really, they did. As their team is up right now, and they really pushed the pace in this ball game, Coach.
And it's a good result for the PCGG team with that giggle factor.
As their team closing on their first victory of the tournament after 3 losses. 2 of those coming from blowouts, the last one being the closest one. Coach Marvin Barcelona and his boys must be pleased with their performance today as Hernale can't get the jumper. That's a 4-on-1 fast break. Sardenya can't get the bounce. You can see itong si Hernale still running down the court even if their team is already down. They get a chance at it. Hokson. Labas dito. Give it back to him. No, that's Haduka. And they're not even gonna try for a shot.
Still thinking.
Oh, but
Haduka. Oh!
And that marks the end of our ball game. We had so much questions to start it off. Who would come out victorious? Who would stay in the winning column? With who would be with the team with the loss here? Would it be the PCGG coming off those 3 losses, or PPA coming off the biggest loss in this tournament? The questions were answered as the PCGG getting their first win in our DOJ Interagency Cup 2025, 72 to 57 against the PPA Redeemers. And Coach Leo, finally PCGG getting the opening win.
Yes.
As we give it over to our courtside reporter, Miss Daphne Lozano, for the Okada Manila Best Player of the Game.
Magandang gabi mga kasinag. I am now beside our SLA DOJ Okada Manila Best Player of the Game, JR Haduka, with 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. A double-double performance from him. Congratulations po, sir, on finally getting your first win in this tournament. And finally, kumbaga, meron na kayong score. And, sir, may I ask na lang po, how does it feel finally getting the first win?
Actually, medyo frustrating din sa part namin kasi 0-3 kami. And magandang boost ng moral namin na at least kahit papano naka-experience din kami ng panalo. And yung mga past na games kasi namin, medyo malalayo yung differences ng score. So kahit papano na-boost yung moral namin sa panalo na to.
And hopefully, sir, ito ay magpatuloy po. And ayun po, sir, kanina po bumaba rin po sa Siyam yung Kalamangan. So how are you able to regroup yourselves? Tsaka para po masustain yung same level of energy para mas mapalobo pa po yung Kalamangan nyo?
Siguro medyo nagkumpiyansa kami pagpasok ng third quarter kasi medyo gumaan yung defense namin. And pagpasok ng fourth quarter, medyo nag-focus kami sa defense. Kaya siguro medyo naibalik namin yung lamang namin nung first at second quarter.
And po, sir, meron po ba kayong gustong batiin at pasalamatan lalo na sa mga sumusuporta po sa inyo?
Unang-una, syempre, number 1 yung asawa ko na laging nakasupport. Lagi siya nandyan tuwing laro namin. And pangalawa, yung mga boss namin sa PCGG, si Commissioner Sadang, si Commissioner Dilag na naglalaro dito kasama namin. And syempre, yung mga directors namin and chiefs of officials. And yung coaching staff namin, and salamat din sa mga teammates ko na ayun, tiwala rin kami sa isa't isa.
Thank you so much, and once again, congratulations po, sir. That is our Okada Manila Best Player of the Game. Balik sa inyo, Aaron and Coach Leo.
And thanks for that, Daphne. You heard it right there. The Okada Manila Best Player of the Game, J.R. Taduka. He was really effective in that ball game, but we can't forget to mention itong si Ramon Mangilit. Also had a good game, no, 19 points and 9 rebounds in that ball game. Once again, myself, Aaron D, alongside my partner, Coach Leo Isaac. And Coach Leo, finally, PCGG getting their opening win.
Yes, no, as what Haduka said, it is a big morale booster for their team. And abangan natin tong team na to, no? Medyo lumalabas na yung kanilang gigil nga, happy nga nila kanina before the game, no? So we expect more from this PCGG team. As for the PPA team, it's going to be back to the drawing boards.
Yep, definitely PCGG with all the momentum in their favor, but it was a good run from PPA as well. As we take a look at our next game, it's the NBI Sharpshooters going up against the LRA Titulados, tipping off shortly, so wag muna kayo aalis as we still have another game. That concludes our opener for this Saturday afternoon. It was PCGG going up against PPA. So stay tuned as we still have our second game of the day here at the DOJ Interagency Cup 2025.